Well, it began down at the hitching post. He was doing burgers. A guy from Glen Heights came in, and before that, I just kept trying batter. And people walking down the way thought it was a gizzard. And they'd walk in and they, what are those gizzards? And I let them taste one. And I said, well, when I get the batter good enough, they're gonna turn around and want to buy some. After about, I'd say, a few months, just give me a recipe down. Guy from Glen Heights walked in there. We were selling burgers, big old country style burgers, off the grill. And he ordered a burger. He said, what you got over there, man, gizzards? I had them on the light. And I just reached over, got one, and let him taste it. He took 2 steps and said, hey man, cancel my burger. Give me an order those. There's probably 200 people in the business, 200 people in the building. And he got that order. And he walked out in the crowd and people just started eating out of his container. And man, it went crazy from there. And everybody started ordering ribs and hamburgers, the lettuce, tomatoes, the hamburger meat, everything started going bad. Man, forget that business. So we started cooking ribs. A lot of people came down there and said, man, we passed too many burger places. We came down here for ribs. You don't realize how many ways it is to make a hamburger and get chewed out till you start doing burgers, man. I didn't realize people want them so many different ways. I didn't want nothing on my bun. I didn't want tomatoes. I want ketchup on one side, no mustard. I want mayo. I don't want no pickles. Man, you get chewed out about every burger 900 different ways. So, like I said, that stuff started going bad, man. And we started putting our time in doing ribs. And it grew. I've always experimented with things, man. I guess it's when I was a vocation teacher, you know, and that was just something I said, this is something you can do, frying. Something that was overlooked, I felt like, by people. Ribs are well known for barbecuing or put them in the oven. It wasn't something you use every day. And I felt like that was something that people overlooked, that you could do it, something different with. So I thought about frying them. And that's where we got going. But like I said, I just kept trying them around to see how good they would taste and made a good batter that people love, man. And it just kind of went wild from there. People started coming, and then we had our TYC, TDC people would come to get them, and we was only selling them on Friday and Saturday nights. I don't like nightclub, I like the hitching folks, because that's an entertainment center, you know what I'm saying? When you say nightclub or something like that, people get the wrong understanding about really where you are, you know. But anyway, the folk that was going to TYC, TDC, they fell so in love with them that they would put them in the refrigerators to warm them up the next day. They said, y'all, you need to do something so we can get these every day. So I was getting close to retirement, and we started this business here on the corner. We started cooking the ribs, 2001. And from there, had individuals that started requesting just the ribs, we quit cooking burgers. And from there, it just grew. We were doing it on Friday and Saturday. People started requesting for them through the week. So just as we retired, we got here on this corner, here on 4969 State Highway 7. And it was just gonna be a good little hobby and giving people what they was asking for. It was just a demand for it, and it just started growing and growing, and folk coming from everywhere asking for them. A lot of them, when they come to Mall in Texas, they're gonna stop here and get their ribs first before they go home to see their people. And we have folks driving from Fort Worth, Dallas, San Antonio, Denver, Beaumont, just to get ribs. We've been closed on Mondays and had some folks drive from Fort Worth here, and we were closed that day. And come back the next day and said, y'all came just for ribs, just for ribs. So it's a good business, and we appreciate the folks. We got a lot of good people that surround us that make it work, my wife, my kids, the workers, and man, it's just a good thing to do. I retired in 2007. I've been teaching and working in the school system for 35 years. And I was really just needing something to do to keep myself busy. And I had my friends that came here the year before I retired. We put the thing together. And that July we got open. That July the 11th, And they struggled through with me coming in part-time until I retired that May. I've been here ever since. Still got a reel sitting in the corner that my kids gave me to go fishing with when I retired, that I hadn't thrown. It got that busy. That'll work. Man, I've always enjoyed that. Used to watch my mom barbecue. And then, like I said, I've owned Dairy Queen that I cooked there for a long time. I had a game room, well, it was 48-hour queue. I had that for kids where they would come over there after school with my kids and do lessons. And they got a lot of good tutoring over there before they would play machines and stuff like that. So I kind of been in business, man, since I was like 17 years old. It was always a part-time hobby. That was just me. We get a lot of truckers. Every day we get, like, I bet you 60 to 70% of our people are new individuals from people telling other folks. So we stay good and busy, man. It's been a real good experience, man, and we were trying to think, what can we do for a 10-year anniversary? And we were discussing it and talking about it, and we ran up on you on the 19th of June when we was riding through that parade, and you said, where are the ribs? I said, that's the last time. We're gonna put the ribs in the 4th of July parade on July the 2nd. And once I said that, all the people went together. I can't take no credit. My wife, my kids, my son-in-law, grandkids, friends, workers and all that, let's do it. So, hey man, it took a whole team. And you gotta give a lot of people thanks for that. I appreciate the way PD, Marlin PD, how they worked with us. They had to be patient with us coming through them streets. And they made everything go fine. My biggest worry was making sure nobody got injured. That's why I went in the laboratory 35 years, because safety always been my job one. And I ain't want nobody getting hurt, trying to chase there, trying to get something to eat. And they all volunteered to walk that parade and pass them out on the sidewalk. And I mean, they got some good exercise. I guarantee you, man, that was a long way. We knew everybody would be tired and hot at the end of the parade. There's something we just want to do with the wagon. We always gave water and sodas. And it's just something that we've done, and it just became a tradition. And people look forward to it, and we don't mind doing it. And that's just something Marlin needs. We need more people to step up, to do something like PD was doing. We need to pat some more folk on the back for the great things they do. Now we can turn the place around. But it takes a lot of work. It takes a big team to get it done. And I know if we really wanted to as a team, we could get there. But I worked so long, so hard. On some days, I ask myself, do I want to work more? Am I ready to go throw that reel in the water like everybody else? You know, you get burned out sometimes. But I feel like it hadn't even reached a pinch of the potential that it really has. A friend of mine, Coach Bobby Reed, was passing through on the 19th. And he made a special trip all the way back to Jacksonville with his golf cart to help us out, and he's been here 2 to 3 days, man. Just helping us work our way through this. You know, my daughter and the kids, and all of them need to be in front of this camera, not me. I need to be standing back at the back, because all I did was roll the truck, you know what I'm saying? They did all the work. But man, there's a lot of great people out there make things happen. And I put all the praise to them, you know. I'm just a little piece of the puzzle. I came up with the idea. Really, they all came up with the idea. And my wife, she just went wild on it. She came up with all these shirts. And I ain't even touch the truck. They all did all that work. They ordered the napkins, I don't know if you saw those, and the t-shirts and all that stuff came in right on time, man. We had about 2 weeks to put it all together. And man, they said, hey, let's do it, we can do this. And I was getting worried, because man, that's a long walk from the old Booker T school to downtown Marlin, from Marlin to HEB, over to Coleman Street, from that out to the courthouse, back over to Live Oak, all the way out to the Marlin High School. That is a walk. And these folks took that challenge and they completed it. And that's all that mattered, man. It was safe. And I think everybody had a great time. If you have a dream, you go for it. And you put your best mind to what you're doing. Don't just go out there, jump in that water. Think through it. That you gotta have supply and demand. If you got the supply and demand for it, it's gonna work. And I know this rib been battle tested, you know what I'm saying? I have one thing I know, all you need to do with this rib is have the workers and ready to go. Because I know the people love them. And they love that batter that's on them.